There are SUVs, and then there's this, the Mercedes-Benz GLC 63 AMG E-Performance. Very long name, but it's bold, brash, electrified, unapologetically expensive, and absolutely bonkers. Because only AMG can look at a family-friendly SUV and think, let's give it Formula One tech. For the first time, the GLC 63 gets a plug. But don't roll your eyes just yet, this isn't some watered-down eco crossover. This is a 671 horsepower monster that uses electricity to not save the planet and instead go around it much more quickly. Under the hood lives a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine hand-built by AMG. Alone, it churns out 469 horsepower, which is absurd for something with 4 cylinders and a full warranty. But that's only half the story. An electric motor on the rear axle adds another 210 horsepower in 10-second bursts to bring the total system output to 671 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour? 3.5 seconds, and that's in an SUV weighing 2.3 tons. That's supercar quick. That means you can take your kids to school and make it back to your meeting before your cup of Tim Hortons Double Double gets too cold. And for those of you that don't know what a Tim Hortons Double Double is, it's a coffee here in Canada. Very popular. Now, 3.5 seconds is under ideal conditions and what Mercedes-Benz thinks it could do. But thanks to the Drag Race app and the infotainment system, a previous journalist managed to get it down to 3.4 seconds. The best I was able to manage was 3.8 seconds, but here come the racing driver excuses. It was with winter tires, which have less grip, and ambient temperatures of around 7 degrees Celsius. Power goes through AMG's 9-speed automatic transmission and onto all 4 wheels via the 4MATIC Plus all-wheel drive system. The rear electric motor not only provides torque, but it also provides torque vectoring. So when you show this car some corners, it really sticks through them. AMG has fitted it with rear axle steering, active roll stabilization, and AMG Sport Ride control that constantly reads the road beneath you. The result? It shrinks around you. You point it into a corner and rather than rolling like a Labrador on your sofa, it bites in, sharpens up, and effortlessly goes around turns like a kitten clinging onto its mother. With multiple AMG drive modes, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, Race, Electric, and Battery Hold, as well as Individual, you can dial in Rage or Restraint depending on your mood. The electric torque fills in gaps during gear changes, eliminating lag completely. Speaking of which, the F1 tech that I was referring to at the start of the video has to do with the electric motor that is integrated into the turbocharger. This completely does away with turbo lag, it improves responsiveness from idle all the way to the red line, and it maintains boost even if you lift your foot off the throttle pedal. Ironically, this one and only F1 technology in this GLC is getting removed for the 2026 Formula One season. But anyway, being a plug-in hybrid, the GLC 63 also has a 4.9 kilowatt-hour battery pack tucked beneath the trunk floor. It's not there for road trips, this battery's mission is performance. But yes, you can drive it purely on electric power for about 12 to 14 kilometers. Perfect for slipping quietly through your neighborhood or pretending, for a moment, that you're sensible. Once depleted, the battery gets recharged through regenerative braking. The engine, which to my surprise can actually recharge the battery back up to almost 100% in race mode. Every time that you lift your foot off the throttle pedal or apply a partial throttle, the battery gets recharged. And of course, there's also a plug, level 1 charging and level 2 charging. From a level 2 charger, it'll take about an hour and a half to fully recharge the battery. But let's face it, you're not buying this car for its green economy. You're buying it for the hybrid performance. With a depleted battery, the GLC 63 should return about 11.9 liters per 100 kilometers combined when driven gently. Though gentle is something the GLC 63 doesn't really understand. Still, compared to the old V8s, it is a step towards sanity. When you're not aiming for the horizon, the GLC 63 AMG is decently comfortable for what it is. In comfort, the transmission shifts smoothly, the suspension softens up, and the fake exhaust noises coming from the stereo system are reduced. Bumps and potholes are still felt, but the ride won't make your vision go blurry. Step inside and you know you're not in your neighbor's GLC 300. You get AMG sport seats, optional Napa leather, and a very lovely contoured steering wheel. The 11.9-inch central touchscreen runs the latest MBUX infotainment with AMG hybrid displays that show power flow, energy recovery, and even lap times. The driver display gives you all the right telemetry: boost pressure, battery temperature, engine power, and so on. Or you can choose to have some of it displayed in the HUD. Despite all the performance extras, the GLC 63 remains a family SUV. You still get comfortable seating for 5, premium materials throughout, though there are a few squeaks and rattles when driving over a really rough road, and this piano black on the center console is horrendous. I wish they would have continued with the carbon fiber trim that's on the dashboard. You also get a reasonably sized cargo area, though the battery does eat up a little bit of space in the back. In Canada, the GLC 63 S E-Performance starts at $111,000 Canadian before options. Add in some nice wheels, performance seats, carbon trim pack, and carbon ceramic brakes, and you're knocking on $140,000 Canadian. That is a spicy figure, but look at it this way. What other crossover SUV gives you 671 horsepower, an AMG badge, or a high performance badge I should say, and a plug? The BMW X3M and Audi RSQ5 don't exist, the Jaguar F-Pace SVR is dead, and the Porsche Macan GTS has to make do with quite a bit less power than this. So for now, the GLC 63 is in a league of its own. AMG's goal with the E-Performance badge isn't to go quiet, it's to be clever. This hybrid system is F1-inspired technology adapted for the road. Instant torque from the motor, relentless pull from the powertrain, and electronic aids that work faster than human reflexes. It's the evolution of V8 madness, not the end of it. Yes, the soundtrack has changed and I do miss it, but the essence of AMG is still there. In the end, the Mercedes-Benz GLC 63 AMG E-Performance isn't trying to save the world, but it is continuing to up the ante just with the use of electricity now. It's outrageous, complicated, but still a lot of fun. And as I said, I really do miss the sounds of the V8, but I think that in this GLC, not unlike the C63, this 4-cylinder does make sense. In the meantime, if you would like to know more about this GLC 63, I have a more detailed written review of it over on my website. You can find that link in the video description or click on the pop-up banner right up there. And as always, I will see you in the next car, truck, or most likely another SUV. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.